Welcome back. One of the most difficult challenges that humans can face is addiction. So in the U.S., about 21 million have at least one addiction. So today on Mental Health Monday, Dr. Sabrina is here to give us tips for those seeking a sober life. And Dr. Sabrina, welcome.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk with you about this because it is it's so intriguing to me when we talk about drinking alcohol, and it's we live in, our culture celebrates alcohol in many ways.
Well, when we're celebrating,
right,
we celebrate with alcohol.
Yeah.
Or we celebrate with something that oftentimes can drive us to be addicted. So today I want people, especially people who may be assessing themselves for addiction,
yeah, what
do you do to thrive? What do you do to not just survive it, but to thrive? And so a lot of times what comes with it is shame. It's that, oh, I fell off the wagon, or those negative things. No, you need to take the time to just take things slowly. Really focus on the moment. Be intentional in the moment. Stop going back in your past and thinking about what you used to do or when you were drunk 2 weeks ago or whatever. Really be gentle with yourself. And a lot of times we allow what we've been through to dictate, how we deal with today. No. Be gentle with yourself. Okay. And then the H in my acronym is that you must honor your truth. If you know that you're struggling, be honest with yourself. If you know that you seem to be taking a drink right after you put the kids to sleep, or right after, there's a stressful thing that happens, you may want to assess what's going on with you, and you may need some help. You may need to do that. Oh, thank you so much. And so then the R is to reward yourself in healthy ways. And so you can find other ways and things to do to reward yourself when you are celebrating. So everybody else may have a cocktail, you may have a mocktail. You can still have something that's fruity, that's nice, that's quenching your thirst, but it doesn't have to have alcohol in it.
Something that feels like a treat.
Yes.
Or feels special.
Feels special. It's a part of the celebration.
Right.
And then the I is to initiate a new routine, or have something you do different than just reaching for the wine. Maybe do a yoga thing, or maybe do an affirmation, or maybe write in your journal, because I always say journaling is an experience, not an activity. So being able to just do something a little different to take it off of the reaching for the alcohol in that moment. And then the V is visualizing a new normal. Visualize yourself doing something different. Visualize yourself not being at the party, having a good time, but not having a drink, not having the alcohol. Visualize it, see what it's like. And so when someone says, oh, you're not drinking today, what are you going to say to them? Have it ready so they're not pushing you into something, because that social pushing, keeping up with the Joneses is a real thing for people.
Well, even when I've been at parties and I've been drinking water for just because maybe I have to drive home or whatever reason, people are so inquisitive and irritated.
Yeah, why you not drinking?
They seem irritated when they're drinking and you're not drinking. And it does, even for someone who's not dealing with an addiction, it is sort of off-putting, right?
Yeah, exactly. Even with food, I know for me, I eat small portions, and so when I make my plate and I have just little things on the plate, you're not eating enough. You need to put some more on your plate. Why are you? No, I eat for me. Yeah. I'm doing what I do for me.
What is the right response when people come critique either what you're drinking or what you're eating?
I think that I always say that I'm eating to please my palate. Yeah. I'm not eating to please yours. I'm doing what's necessary for me. I'm not doing I can't, do you. I have to do me.
Okay,
and so right now, this is what I'm doing.
That's good.
And then with that, you have to evaluate your circle, your relationships. Really see who's around you that can be supportive to whatever change you're making. So make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who are uplifting, inspiring, encouraging, not someone that's going, oh, you're not drinking with me, or they take it personally when it really don't have nothing to do with them. At the end of the day, you have to do what works for you. You cannot be a better version of somebody else. You only can be a better version of yourself.
That's the truth. Dr. Sabrina, good stuff.
Yes.
I know it's a big topic.
It's
so
a big
this is
topic.
good
So yeah,
way to
next
scratch
week
the
we're going to
surface.
have a part 2.
Okay.
In part 2, we're going to talk about if you're the person who's on the other side, what things to and not to do when you're dealing with someone who may be going through a challenging time, or they may be trying to stop something. What can we do to support that instead of pushing them over the edge?
Yeah, that's good. Good stuff. Thank you, as
And
always.
lastly,
Yes, go
they
ahead.
can go to my website, sabrinajackson.com, and I have an assessment there today just to see if you think maybe you are drinking too much. You think you're drinking. It's an assessment there to find out where you're at. And if you do, maybe need to pull back some.
That's part of that being honest with yourself.
Being honest with yourself. So you got to assess yourself. I
Yeah.
say if you don't assess yourself, you will wreck yourself. So.
Very good. Thank you, Dr. Sabrina.
Thank you, Tina.
We'll see you next week.
All righty.
Ryan.